Jai Jai Shri Radhe Vaishnav Jai Shri Krishna, continuing with the English version of the 252 Vaishnava disciple Varta's historical tales of Sri Gosaiji. Day 249, Varta 250, story of Chaturbhuj Das, part 6. Once the Swami of a troupe of Ras Leela players arrived in Anyor village. Sri Gosaiji was in Gokul at that time. 5 of his children, Sri Giridharji, Sri Govindraji, Sri Balakrishnaji, Sri Gokulnathji and Sri Raghunathji were all in Srinathji Dwar. Yadunathji was in Gokul and Sri Ghanshyamji was not yet born. The Ras Dari approached Sri Gokulnathji and invited him to come to a performance of Ras Leela. Sri Gokulnathji said that he would have to ask Sri Giridharji. When Sri Govardhanathji's Sen Arti was completed and the Lord had been settled down to rest, Sri Gokulnathji asked Sri Giridharji, "If you allow me, I shall get the Ras Dari ji to put on a Ras Leela performance. All the others would like that, and if you come, it will be great." Sri Giridharji replied, "Sri Gosaiji is not here and I cannot ask his permission. I would not want him to be angry with me. If you wish, please have them perform in Parasoli at Chandra Sarovar, but I will not attend." So Sri Gokulnathji came to Chandra Sarovar with all his siblings and all the Ras Mandali members. Sri Gokulnathji also brought Chaturbhuj Das with him. Sri Giridharji was sleeping in Sri Gosaiji's baitak. 3 hours into the night, the Ras Leela performance started at Chandra Sarovar. It was the full moon night of the month of Chaitra. 6 hours later, when only 3 hours were left before dawn, Sri Gokulnathji said to Chaturbhuj Das, "Please sing something." Chaturbhuj Das replied, "I shall only sing when I see Sri Govardhanathji dancing the Ras Leela himself. He is presently with Sri Giridharji." Sri Gokulnathji said, "Oh, then what can I do? There is only a 3-hour period of night left. If we call him here, by the time we go and come, it will be morning. Also, it is up to him if he wishes to come. What should I do?" Chaturbhuj Das said, "Do not worry. Sri Govardhanathji and Sri Giridharji will be here in less than half an hour." As he said this, Sri Govardhanathji came to Sri Giridharji where he was sleeping in the baitak and said, "Come on, we will go to Chandra Sarovar in Parasoli. There we will dance Ras Leela." Sri Giridharji set off with Sri Govardhanathji, just the two of them, and soon arrived at Chandra Sarovar. The Swami of the Ras Mandali had the holy sight of Sri Govardhanathji, Sri Giridharji and all the other sons of Sri Gosaiji present there. Then Sri Govardhanathji began to dance the Ras Leela. The night was filled with such bliss and the moon looked exceptionally beautiful. At that moment, Chaturbhuj Das composed this pada. Pada Rag Kedaro. On the bank of Sri Yamuna river, the ocean of skillfulness, Sri Krishna, upholder of the Sri Giriraji mountain, in his form as the most extraordinary dancer, is dancing the rasa. The groups of young ladies are all singing the Kedaro Rag. Sri Krishna holds the flute to his lips and sweetly sounds the 7 notes. The steps are forwards and backwards, slow and fast, ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-tai. No one can fathom their intricate steps and rhythms. Chaturbhuj Das, the poet, now sings of how all the gods and goddesses in the heaven are enchanted by these pastimes in the forest, seeing which even the moon is tired, and its chariot stops in the west. When Sri Govardhanathji heard this kirtan from Sri Chaturbhuj Das, he asked him, "Oh Chaturbhuj Das, what time is it now? Which period of Seva?" Then Chaturbhuj Das sang another one in the morning raga, Rag Bhairav. The lovely Sri Thakurji is dancing with his arm entwined round his beloved's neck. Radha and Krishna, upholder of the Sri Giriraji mountain, both oceans of fine attributes, come together to bring joy to each other by joining their steps and creating a special dance. His lovely flute tones mix with her fine voice. They are soaked in the nectar of the rasa dance, and the songs are loud and joyous. The poet Chaturbhuj Das now sings, seeing the excellent dance of Sri Shyam and Sri Shyama. All the birds and deer are captivated, and the aerial cars of the gods and goddesses have all halted in the forest. Sri Govardhanathji was delighted to hear this song, and he smiled at Chaturbhuj Das. Chaturbhuj Das thought, "I am so fortunate," and continued to compose several more kirtans about the Ras Leela. Just before dawn, Sri Govardhanathji returned to his temple. Sri Giridharji took Chaturbhuj Das back to Gopalpur with him. Sri Gokulnathji gave some monetary donations to the Rasa Mandali and took their leave before returning to Gopalpur, where he stayed for some days before going back to Gokul. When Sri Gosaiji went from Gokul to Srinathji Dwar, Sri Giridharji told him all about the Ras Leela night. He advised, "You should not have pressured Sri Govardhanathji. It must have been tiring for him. He dances the rasa whenever he wants to." When Sri Giridharji heard this, he kept quiet, and Chaturbhuj Das was thus a recipient of the Lord's great grace. Part 7. Then one day, Sri Gosaiji told Chaturbhuj Das, please go to Apsara Kund and ask Ram Das ji to come here. When you have sent him here, please collect some flowers and bring them with you. Chaturbhuj Das proceeded to Apsara Kund and met Ram Das ji. Chaturbhuj Das told him that Sri Gosaiji had summoned him and that he should go quickly. Ram Das went to Sri Gosaiji and Chaturbhuj Das remained there, where he wandered around picking flowers. As he did so, he came close to a cave on Sri Giridharji. There he had the holy sight of Sri Thakurji and Sri Swaminiji sleepingly emerging from the cave. He sang this song. Beloved Krishna and his beloved Sri Radhikaji have spent the night in a deep cave within the Sri Giridhar mountain. When they rise in the morning, they are soaked in the nectar of love. Son of Nanda and daughter of Rishabhanuji, the flower garland around her neck is withered and broken. Her ornaments are out of place and her sari is crumpled. He has eye makeup upon his lips and his turban is topsy-turvy. Their appearance is heavy with beauty. Their gait is rolling as they stroll along. Sri Krishna, the upholder of Sri Giriraj mountain, like the chief of the elephants, and she is like a beautiful female elephant. Seeing this vision of the blissed-out couple, the poet Chaturbhuj Das surrenders body, mind, and wealth. When Sri Govardhanaji heard this, he asked Chaturbhuj Das to sing something more, so he straightway composed this pada. Rag Lalit. Sri Radhikaju, queen of the forest boughs, is reigning over this night. The god of love, Cupid, is defeated by this loving play on the battlefield of love. Sweating, he yawns. Her beauty is like that of a great warrior, and the bows that are her eyebrows fire the sharp arrows of her eyes and hit their target. The poet Chaturbhuj Das now sings, My Lord Sri Krishna, upholder of the Sri Giriraj mountain, plays unhesitatingly with this wealth of divine loving mood. Chaturbhuj Das sang this pada, bowed to Sri Govardhanaji, and then, full of bliss, he went to Sri Gosaiji with the flowers. He bowed before Sri Gosaiji, who said, Oh Chaturbhuj Das ji, you went to fetch flowers, so where have you been up to now? Chaturbhuj Das recounted his experience to Sri Gosaiji, who became very pleased with Chaturbhuj Das and instructed him, O Chaturbhuj Das, from today on, whenever I am adorning Sri Govardhanaji, you should be present and have his holy sight. So therefore, whenever Sri Gosaiji was adorning the Lord, Chaturbhuj Das would stand there and witness the scene. Aaj ke Anand ki jai ho. Resting here until tomorrow. Jai Shri Radhe, Shri Vallabhadi, Shri Gosaiji ki jai ho. Sab Vaishnavon ko sadar, sadenya, sab prem aur sananda. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Jai Shri Radhe.